Stop maxing out your 401ks. I'm begging you. Hear me out, please. Stop it. Always contribute to the match, but after that, stop. Especially if in your 50s and 60s. All right. Work with a couple, nice couple. He's 60, she's 58. You got a significant amount of deferred accounts, not much and a little bit in tax-free, but not much. 10% of their liquid assets in Roth, 90% is deferred accounts. He makes good money. You know, she quit to hang out with a granddaughter, but she was making good money too. So they made buku bucks. He's still making good money. He wants to work for another couple years. And he's maxing out his 401k. I'm like, stop! He said, but dude, I'm paying like a 22 to 24% tax bracket. If I stop, you know, I'm going to be paying more in tax, or I'll be paying more in tax now in order to where I could pay less in tax if I keep contributing to my 401k. So basically saying, look, for simplicity, for every $100,000 I defer, I'm saving $24,000 taxes, just for simplicity. All right? I'm like, yes. And he goes, so that $100,000 when I'm retired only costs me $12,000 in tax. So as an arbitrage, it's certainly worth it to defer. That's what he's thinking. And in terms of simple math, he's right. I'm avoiding $24,000 in taxes in order to pay $12,000 taxes in the future. And forget how much he has in his 401k. I don't care. It doesn't matter. That only will help make my argument. My argument is such though. You're 60 years old, making good money, well into six figures. All right. You know for a fact, when you quit your job, you're not getting back that same job. A middle-aged man making six figures is a cost to the employer for sure, where they could easily outsource your job to somebody else for a whole hell of a lot cheaper. Yeah, they might not do it as well, but the employer is sitting there thinking, man, for the health insurance, for the employment, the wages we have to pay, this is definitely a cost that we'd rather not have. So once you leave, you're not getting that job back. Not happening. All right. So, which means you'll never get that salary back, if that makes sense, all right? Now, why doesn't the employer just fire you? Because they got to play unemployment. They don't want to play unemployment, so they don't want, and then there might be a lawsuit. So they'd rather you leave on your own. So the minute you leave, that job is no longer available to you. It means that income is no longer available to you. Try going out there in the market as a 60-year-old man and get the same kind of job. It ain't going to happen, man. I'm sure there are some people who could, but most of us, it's not going to happen. So that income stream is forever gone. When you're paying taxes, you are saying, I will accept the taxes taken because I'm making enough money. Well, I don't even know what we're getting by just fine. We have income coming in. We got income coming out. We don't really need to pay that much attention to it because we have more income most likely coming in than going out. Kids are out of the house. We got no mortgage. We don't know. I mean, we're just living large. We don't pay much mind. Fast forward 10 years into your retirement though. Now you're on a fixed income. Forget RMDs. Just now you're on a fixed income. You're watching that money a whole heck of a lot closer than you were when you're working. Why? Because every dollar is so valuable. You can't afford to be blasé with your income. And one of the things is the taxes don't ever go away. So you take a $50,000 distribution from an IRA for simplicity. That's deferred, all right? Now, you avoided paying 24% tax on that IRA distribution, the IRA to put that money into the 401k. Now, you're still taking a $50,000 distribution at 12%, we'll just say. So it costs you $6,000 of taxes. So the $50,000 you deferred, you avoided paying, $12,000 of taxes when you were working. You put $50,000 into your 401k, which saved you $12,000 of taxes. Fast forward until you're 75, you take $50,000 out, and it costs you $6,000. So you save $6,000 of taxes. That is true. From a cash flow perspective, that's better. However, from a quality of life perspective, you still have that big lien on your property called the IRS, which means every dollar is so much more valuable because you are living off fixed income now. You are guarding your expenses a heck of a lot closer than you were when you're working. I know this for a fact. Most working people do not budget because they're making good money. They're just casually spending money here, going to Amazon, spending money there, you know, this, that, and the other. Why? Because they got more coming in than I don't want to say they need, but it's just, they're making enough that they don't have to be that tight with it, if that makes sense. When you're retired, that's not the same thing for most of us. When you're retired, every dollar matters. And the taxes do not go away just because you're retired. The taxes are still there. So even though you only have to pay $6,000 of taxes, that $50,000 distribution meant you have to take $56,000 out of your IRA in order to cover it. And when you're on a fixed income, that $6,000 hurts a heck of a lot more than the $12,000 when you're making good money. When you're making good money, that $12,000, it's like a mosquito bite. It stinks, but you're like, yeah, that sucks. I'll get by because I got another year of income coming in. I got a bonus money. I got this, I got that. But when you're retired, that doesn't happen. There's no other income. This is it. And if some of that income is geared towards the IRS, it means it's that much important in the overall scheme of things. So stop deferring, because what you're doing is you're pushing off taxes in the future when you're least able to pay it. Yes, you might pay lower taxes, but you have less ability to pay because you have less income for which to pay it. I cannot tell you how many people, man, I sit there, I've done this for so long. People got all these deferrals. I'm like, oh, I mean, we can make it work. But one of the biggest expenses are the taxes. And you cannot escape those. You cannot escape the taxes, man. The tax man cometh and he wants his. He gets the first fruits of your labor. And when you're on an fixed income, that is a whole lot more painful than when you're working and making good money. Hope this helps. Now, always contribute to your match. Absolutely. That's free money. But after that, put it in a good old-fashioned brokerage account like your old buddy Josh. Every 2 weeks, put $1,000 in VTI. Now, I'm in a relatively high tax bracket. Oh, snake! Yikes, Pablo. But I put $1,000 every 2 weeks. I don't get a deduction on that money, but I'm never gonna have to pay tax on that again, other than small capital gains. And there's hardly any dividend income, so it doesn't bother me the least. Love to hear your thoughts. We'll see you.